viewers, they might be craving connection or even wanting to fall in love. Can that happen during this time of the stay-at-home order? We're live now with relationship expert Shay Levister. Good to see you this morning, my dear. And let me ask you first off, I would imagine that what we call, frankly, the hookup apps like Grindr and Tinder, those are probably off limits during this time. Do you think?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. I always teach my divas that I train at Diva University that you stay away from the hookup apps if you're looking for a quality relationship. I do have my top favorites that usually do a verification process so that you can avoid getting conned or any type of low quality matches, but please stay away from the hookup apps if you're looking for something serious.
You go, Diva, you go. And let me ask you then, suppose people are interested, because I know for a lot of people there's loneliness and they want connection. Is it possible to use these apps to start to make connections that could bloom into a relationship? Is that possible right now?
Absolutely. This is actually the best time to start the process because people are craving more human connections. People aren't just jumping from one relationship or one person to the next because they really are looking for that connection. So I have an online dating course where I teach singles how to be able to interact online. How do you meet people? How do you set your profile up so that you can effectively attract the right and perfect person for you?
That's excellent. So we'll do that. Of course, we'll link it to the free webinar on our website. But let me ask you, what little time we have left, what would you suggest to people if they're interested in getting on there? Are there one or two apps or websites you recommend?
I do. I recommend Match, Elite Singles, and Bumble. Those are my top picks.
Got it. I've heard a lot about Bumble for sure. All right, sounds good. And by the way, I should say, my spouse, we met and we were long distance the whole first year. And in some ways, don't you think the long distance does allow you to focus on what's really important, getting to know each other?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because people are really speeding through this dating process. But the awesome thing about this time and period, which is not great that we're going through a crisis, but it's great when it comes to dating because you can slow the process down. And like you said, get to know each other. Now with long distance, I always caution that you have to take your time and make time to see each other. So
Yes.
once the quarantine's over, make that effort. But at least you can slow it down and take your time.
You are a diva. I'm glad you spent time with us today. We all need more love. The world needs it too. So let's get out there and make it happen in the new normal. Have a great weekend, my dear.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Speaking of making it work in the new normal, how about a pair of out of work